Hello and welcome. My name is Seraphim and I'm here to talk about the 1858 New Model Army. This will be a series I do on my channel. The first episode I'm going to do the 1858, the next one's going to be the 1851, and then so on and then some for however many reproduction black powders there are. Muzzleloaders, to be completely clear. So I'm just gonna do a review of this gun, and I'll tell you how it's shot. I'll put some footage up of me shooting it, and yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start from tip to butt and tell you how it works. I scuffed up the muzzle on this when I dropped it. These are made out of soft steel, so don't expect these to be like the most robust guns ever, but you know, they're not really meant for combat anymore, just recreational shooting. The loading lever works really well. I've had no problems with it. You do have to pull this down. You do have to pull that down and then pull it back in order to get it back into place. You can't just do that. I don't know if other guns are like that, where you can't just put it back up, because I've seen people do that, but mine doesn't do that. The takedown for the base pin and stuff like that, it works really well. You can do that pretty easy. Well, like the Remingtons always are known for. I will say though, after you shoot it a little bit, it does get more crusty, so to say. Yeah, it does get a bit more crusty, and so it's a bit harder to do that. It's possible, you can do it still. Like, I was able to do it after shooting 3 cylinders without cleaning. It was able to do it, but it is noticeably more gunky the more times you do that. Let me do the reload one more time. I'm getting kind of hard to get that in right. Well, there we go. Yeah. I usually do that faster, but oh well. And this gun is loaded. It has safety notches on it that you put it in between, so if you had it fully loaded, you can see on that. And I'm in a safe environment, nobody's around. I'm completely safe with it right now. It can't go off no matter what. Like, I cock the hammer back and pull the trigger, then it will. But just don't do that. Just don't fucking do that. I know I probably shouldn't have it loaded, but you know, I kind of want this as a defense gun. I have other guns too. I'm not like a felon or something. Hold on. Like, I have an AR-15. If you watch my channel, you know I have an AR-15. So I'm just carrying this as a little bit extra. I also have a SIG P365 that I use as my pistol, and this one is just a like a backup. Because I carry this one around a lot, like when around the house, so most likely I have this on me rather than going all the way upstairs to get one of my other guns. So I carried this. But Anyway, let me go over the shooting. The shooting, you know, it was really good. It was really fucking good. The trigger is very crisp. It's very light. It's a very light trigger. Just a simple whoop-ah. It's a hair trigger. It is really nice. Very accurate. The sights on this are really nice. I really like these sights. I don't know how the Colts are, but eventually I will see that. And I'll give a comparison once I get those. But this gun is really nice to shoot.
Yep.
Like I said, once it gets dirty, the hammer gets kind of harder to pull back because the cylinder's getting all gunked up and dirty. But after that, it's gonna be, after you give it a nice clean, it's gonna be back to normal. And the first cylinder really isn't that bad. The second cylinder would make it worse, and the third cylinder, you really have to clean it right after that. The grip on it is nice. Keep your finger off the trigger. Fuck. The grip on it is really nice. I do have to get up a little bit on the grip in order to cock it back, because my hands are not the biggest. But honestly, I had no problem with it. This is a 44 caliber too, so this is probably the biggest pistol you can get besides maybe a Dragoon or a Colt Walker. The hammer, it's easy to get to it and just pull it back and pop. It's really easy to do that. The grip feels really nice. Like, I like the way it curves. It really fits in well in my hand. I really like the grip. It points really well. I really like it. I haven't tested this gun at range. I've only did about 7 yards with it, but it is really accurate for how far I was shooting it. I mean, I guess not that far. This gun is very accurate. I only shot it at close range so far, but it hit the mark every time. Unless I did something wrong, it hit the mark. And to tell you a little bit about the history of these, I know for a fact this is the third iteration of this weapon platform. There was another iteration that didn't have these safety notches, and also you could do that without having to pull down the loading lever. You can pull out the base pin without putting down the loading lever, which sounded good in theory, but in practice, not so well. Not so well at all. Because what would happen is that when they pulled it out of their holster, the base pin would come out, and they would drop the cylinder when they went to cock it, or they were on a horseback, and as they were running, the base pin kept falling out. Basically, it sounded nice in theory, but in practice, it really wasn't. And again, no safety notches, so you really had to load 5 in order to be safe. And a 6-shooter, you want 6, especially with muzzle loaders. Those ones were called the Remington Old Model Army. This one's the New Model Army, and this one's the epitome of all of that. This is probably the best single-action black powder revolver you can ever own, in my opinion. Just because of all the cool features you can have with it. You can reload it better. But the sights were really good on this, so I'm just gonna assume that they're better than the Colts. Once I get a Colt, I'll really know that for sure. To wrap things up, this is the Remington New Model Army, made by Pietta. A black powder muzzle-loading revolving pistol. It's a beauty. It worked really well for me. You just gotta keep her clean, keep the nipples clean in there, or else it might misfire on you. But yeah, I really like this gun, and if you're looking into black powder guns at all, I suggest getting one of these first. Oh yeah, the recoil. I forgot about the recoil. The recoil on this is like it's like a fucking 22. This is a 44, and it shoots like a 22. Like, this is really nice in terms of recoil. Like in the shooting, it looked like it kicked a lot, but honestly, it like the initial kickback from it is exactly a 22. Or maybe a 25 ACP, something like that. And shooting a 44 with that kind of recoil, that is insane. These guns are like nothing you've ever shot before. If you've never shot black powder, these are nothing like what you shot before. These are amazing guns. I got bitten by the black powder bug, and it's like a parasite now. It stays with me. I fucking love these guns so much. That's all I really have to say about it. If you made it this far into the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you did like it. If not, give me a dislike, say something mean in the comments like you always do. So yeah, that's it. My name is Seraphim. Thanks for watching, and again, thank you.